Today is August 21st, and ooh, the acoustics are insane in here. And I'm on my way to Fremont because the Pacific Bus Museum is having their annual open house today. So my first step is to hop onto Caltrain, and that's going to take me to Mountain View. And 15 minutes later, I've made it to Mountain View, and it's here that I'm switching to the VTA Orange Line. It's kind of annoying because the bus museum is located in Fremont, which is a 20 to 30 minute car ride across the Dumbarton Bridge from Menlo Park. But because of the way weekend transit is, I have to take 3 different agencies sort of circling the bay. Caltrain was my first leg. Now I'm taking the Orange Line to Milpitas, and then I have to transfer to BART. 3 agencies, 3 separate fares, taking almost 2 hours. One very long light rail ride later, here I am at the Milpitas BART station, and it's here that I transferred to BART. It's going to take me to Fremont. What the hell, BART? So, because BART is doing funny BART things, the next Richmond-bound train, which I need to take, isn't coming for 27 minutes. I don't want to wait 27 minutes, so instead I'm going to be braving AC Transit's Route 217, and that's going to get me to Fremont. I don't know if it's faster, it's not going to be more comfortable, but it beats waiting at a train station for 30 minutes. I feel like I'm back in Davis. "45 only mildly uncomfortable minutes later, here I am at the Fremont BART station. I still remember the days when VTA ran their Route 181 from Milpitas, or Great Mall Transit Center, actually. They ran that from there to the Fremont BART station. It was a quick, frequent express bus service that was canned because BART opened. But now BART is doing BART things and forcing me to take the Route 217 instead. So here we are. My next mission is to find some food before heading off to the Pacific Bus Museum. And it's mildly ironic to me that the Pacific Bus Museum doesn't actually have its own bus or public transit stop. It's a 21-minute walk away from the Fremont BART station. But yeah, it is what it is. So, food and then bus. So, at the Fremont BART station.
Hi.
New guest just dropped. Yeah, hi Hayden. So Hayden has appeared in one of my videos before. He's another fellow transit nerd, and we both suffered on BART today. Hayden was coming from SF, whereas I was coming up from the south. Hayden, would you like to tell your BART stories that you went through?
Well, first I had to bike to Montgomery because the Dublin train was not
You can
running.
keep walking.
And then I had to, how long did I have to wait? I had to get off the Dublin train, and I had to wait 20 minutes for the Berryessa train to get here. So in total, from the city to here, which normally takes, what, like 40 minutes, it took me over an hour to get here, which is just a little crazy, but, you know, Sunday BART, what can you expect?
and it took me, let's see, I've been traveling since 11 a.m. It is now 1:30. I've been traveling 2.5 hours pretty much to get here. Fremont is normally a 20-30 minute drive, or if Dumbarton Express was running, it'd be like maybe an hour and a half. But instead, here we are, and we're not even at the bus museum yet. Oh, I should also mention Hayden is coming along to the bus museum's open house because we both like buses. So shiny. So the Pacific Bus Museum exists off of this little side street, Shin Street in Fremont, and as you can see, they have many old buses that are, you know, doing laps of town for the open house today. So hopefully we can see some cool old buses. 20-something minutes of walking later, and the bus museum is in sight.
I have my little Unitrans keychain.
The light-up keychain. I love it.
Sugar bus. Is this your first go at the
Safety and security.
So because today is the open house day, several buses are just open for display, and they're very historic coaches. One of which is my favorite type of bus, the Gillig Phantom. This is really interesting. I wish I could take one for a spin. So this bus right here is a former Unitrans bus, actually. It originally was from Sacramento RT, and then it got transferred to Unitrans in the 1980s, and now it lives here. It's painted in special Pacific Bus Museum colors, though, so you'd never be able to know unless you read the history on it. This bus right here is a little bit more modern, but that's because someone chartered it from Sacramento to come here. So in a lot next door to the museum, there's a bunch of other buses that are on display. There's an old Muni Nabby, or Hayden's childhood. So this bus used to run in Muni service in the streets of San Francisco. It's very likely I actually rode this type of bus long, long ago. So this right here is an AC Transit D40. So the interesting thing about the D40 right here is this is many, many generations prior to the C40 LFRs that I've driven at Unitrans. It's a D40, so it's a new flyer, diesel, 40 feet long, and this is what came before the C40 LFRs. It's the same sort of make, model, just many generations prior. So it's diesel, it's high floor, and not refurbished or regen something. Post-editing will correct this mistake. But yeah, it's a new flyer bus. So this bus right here is a former VTA Gillig Phantom, you know, my favorite type of bus. 40-foot version. Very likely that I actually rode one of these in service back when they were still operating, but yeah, nice high floor bus just on display at the museum here. It's, very recent, like these ads on the side are all from within the last like 20 years. Yeah, it's just interesting seeing like privately owned / museum buses just like this. What's even more funny is this bus is signed for the 180, which I could have taken, and I have taken in the past, to Fremont, but not today because they eliminated it. Bus. Nice. So, goodbye to the Pacific Bus Museum for now. Hayden and I are leaving right at 3 p.m. so that we can catch a BART train, which is, as we all know, running every 30 minutes because, you know, because BART. So yeah, Pacific Bus Museum was really nice. I just wish it was easier to get to using public transit. But yeah, Hayden, what are your thoughts?
I thought it was really cool to see the buses, but yeah, it's kind of hard to get to. But it's a nice thing to like come out to, you know, once in a while. So we enjoyed, especially the Navy. That's my childhood.
Yep, I love seeing the Phantoms, and I look forward to coming back. But now we are just walking 20 minutes back to the BART station.
Yeah, like, where was it? Oh, it was on the...
Hayden and I are now back in Milpitas. There's some VTA buses behind me, but we are now hurrying off to the Orange Line so that we can take the Orange Line back towards Mountain View.
I was born a rebel.
This is going online. You're gonna go straight to the BART police. Oh wait, is this VTA or BART jurisdiction?
I think this is VTA.
Oh. Well, they don't have anything explicitly saying you can't bring your bike on an escalator.
We're just gonna walk the aisle like this.
L passenger.
I'm gonna break my bike doing this, I swear.
This is a demonstration of the ergonomic bike racks they have here.
Yep, station. Great ball.
Hooray! It's on.
The start.
Please report unattended parcels, bags, or packages to the operator.
So Hayden and I made it to Mountain View barely in time because I actually see the Caltrain arriving right as we speak. So hopefully we can still make it on board. There's a white rail. Just barely made it. This is Paul Alto. Goodbye, Hayden.
Yay.
Bye-bye, Hayden. Well, and just like that, here I am back in Palo Alto. Yeah, today was a good weekend adventure. Got to see the bus museum. That was super cool. Got to hang out with Hayden. That was always a treat. And yeah, saw a bunch of old buses. Had a good time. Still kind of salty about Bay Area weekend transit being what it is, but it could always be worse. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.